right, welcome everybody. Tonight we're going to check out Citizen Soldier, Weight of the World. I've been listening to this band for quite a while, multiple of years. They always come out with songs that always seem to speak exactly what I'm feeling and always know what I'm going through. Be warned, some of these songs can get pretty heavy, so take care of your mental health and get help when you need it. Let's go ahead and dive into the song and see what we can find out here.
Feel the weight of the world over me tonight.
It's an easy thing to happen.
If I break down this time, hope you know I tried. My mind's such a mess, I can't handle it. I'm at the end of my rope.
Well, that's a lot to go over all at once, right at the beginning of a song. So, yeah, being buried under the weight of the world. You're fighting for your life out there. Everything seems to be going wrong, and it's just easy to lose focus and just feel overwhelmed in just a matter of minutes, even. And yeah, feeling like your mind is just a complete mess and you can't handle anything. Feel like you could break at any moment. It's just battling with your depression and anxiety and anything else that you're going through right now. It's easy to get lost in those feelings. Holding on, don't ever give up on yourself, because as your mind can be your worst enemy at times, you are your best ally. So just keep holding on and don't give up.
I'm so sick of this, just so over it. Why won't you let me let go? My neck is breaking, body shaking. Sometimes it's so hard to breathe, but no one sees it follows me. I always end up underneath the weight of the world.
So yeah, the no one's seeing it. It's always following you. That's you're living with it constantly, and it is something that nobody else can see and nobody else can deal with for you. They can be there to support you, and you should always be happy when somebody's there to support you. And I know that's hard, and it feels like you're weak when you're accepting help, but it's not weak to get help when you're sick. You don't get a cold and then not take any medication for colds. It's just, there are things out there, and medication's not always the answer, but
I don't like myself very much, despite all your kind words.
I got to stop there for a minute, because that's a really painful thing to hear and see, because it's something that, I deal with that myself very often. I've got people that are in my life that are always happy to see me, always glad I'm around, and it's and that's that little voice in my head that says, why? Why do you care? What difference does it make? And that's the battles that I'm fighting against. You gotta just turn against that voice and be like, no, I'm allowed to be happy, and I'm allowed to have people happy to see me. You don't get to destroy my day just as it goes by. And that's a very difficult thing to struggle with. And don't give up on yourself for no reason, or just because the voices that you do hear, your internal monologue voice is just like constantly ragging on you and all of that, listen to the kind words instead from the people that actually care. You're fighting against your own mind, so don't give it that power to win over you. It's not easy to ignore because it's constantly there nagging at you, but try to listen to the kind words from the other people in your life instead.
Can't explain why I'm hurting myself, but it feels deserved.
You don't deserve it. It's never deserved.
My mind's such a mess, I can't handle it. I'm at the end of my rope. I'm so sick of this, I'm so over it. Why won't you let me let go?
They won't let you let go because they care about you. That's why. It's hard to face that and accept it as truth that somebody actually does care. And it hurts because you don't understand it. And that's why they won't let you let go. They may not be able to understand everything or figure out what you're going through exactly. But if you just open up to them, open up to whoever you can that's in your life that you can trust and that will actually care about you. And I really hope that you can find somebody in your life like that. But don't let go. I know it's an uphill battle all day, every day, but you're worth fighting for, so don't give up.
My neck is breaking, body shaking. Sometimes it's so hard to breathe, but no one sees it follows me. I always end up underneath. These thoughts won't rest, I can't forgive. I overthink until I'm sad.
Yeah, that'll happen quite frequently for myself. I am very much an overthinker. Little things that people say and do that aren't important to them because it's not meant as anything important. It's just passing conversation or basic interaction with people. To them, it was just a passing thing that only lasted for a second. And I can pull things out of my memory from 20, 30 years ago that still hurt me to this day. And it's stuff that the people have never even thought about for a second. And it's learning how to let go of those things that poison your happiness and steal so much of your time and energy. Overthinking things is a major thief of any joy that you're going to have. And it's taken me, like I said, up to 30 years to let some things go. And there are some things that I don't know that I'll ever be able to let go. And it was never meant as anything to hurt, but it still hurts. You have to learn how to live with and understand that it wasn't meant to hurt you. It was, 90% of the things that hurt are never meant to be anything more than just passing conversation or an observation or maybe even just a poorly executed joke. Didn't mean anything by it, didn't mean to be hurtful or anything, but it was, and just laughed it off at the time, but deep inside it still hurts. But learning how to let go of those it's a difficult thing to learn how to do, but once you get to the point where you can let go of them, it frees your mind so much of all of that expended energy that you can use to focus on other things, solve other problems, or even just use that moment to rest, and all that energy that you were expending on things that didn't really matter, you can now just relax. You know? You need to find the time to do that also. It's never going to be easy, but it is a battle that can be won. It just takes effort. And being able to let go frees up more of that energy to use to do that.
I'm too damn tired to want to fight. I don't feel strong enough to leave on the light. To leave on the light.
Don't turn out the light, because that doesn't solve the pain. It just passes it on to somebody else. You are strong enough and you can make it through.
My neck is breaking, body's shaking. Sometimes it's so hard to breathe, but no one sees it follows me. I always end up underneath the weight of the world. The weight of the world. Weight of the world. Feel the weight of the world over me tonight.
Okay, so that's Citizen Soldier, Weight of the World. I feel partial to that song because I get overwhelmed so easily and it's frustrating, and it's one of the things that I've been struggling with the most, and I do understand how it goes to just overthink everything to the point of exhaustion, of making yourself sick over something that was, for the moment, unimportant and wasn't meant in malice or anger. It was just maybe a poorly timed joke at your expense that wasn't meant to hurt, just meant to be a moment of funny. And and holding on to all of that, it's just so easy to get buried under the weight of the world in these days. It's just, there's so much going on, everything bothering you, and all the mental health issues that you're dealing with, whichever it may be, depression, anxiety. There are multiple other ones that everybody deals with. And finding ways to let go of things so that it doesn't rob you of the energy to do the things you want to do. It's really difficult to do that, but it's worth trying to find a way to do it. It's such a difficult thing to deal with, especially on a daily basis. It's like having the flu for your entire life. It's exhausting, it's hard, but you're still here, you're still fighting. That means you want to continue. Just need to find a way to get a support network. I know that's not easy, but don't give up. I know it's a tiring thing and you feel like you're under the whole weight of the world, like the song says. You're still here, you're still making it. I'm still proud of you, and I will always be proud of you for making it this far and continuing on every day. So don't give up on yourself, because I can't give up on you, and I never will. Stay safe out there and take care of yourself.